welcome to the guide to your particular questions. So these questions are both for A and B groups, so just go to your relevant question. You can use the bar down the bottom of the video down here to actually pull along to where you need to actually have a look. So first question is asking you to classify each of the following as either an equation, so that means it has an equal sign, so I'm looking for that equal sign, or not an equation, so it does not have an equal sign. So first one here, having a look, no equal sign, so it is not an equation. Next one, I do have an equal sign and I have a left hand side and a right hand side, so this is indeed an equation. And our next one, 7 multiplied by u, I've only got one side, I haven't got an equal sign, so that is not an equation. Next one, we are doing that process where we are very much following these steps. So we're solving each side separately. So we've got our left-hand side and our right-hand side, then we compare them, and then we answer our question. So for this particular question, we're going to find out in the end if it's true or false. So let's have a look at each of the sides. So I've got 10 multiplied by 2, which does give me 20, and my right-hand side was 20. My left-hand side, now we're comparing, so my left-hand side does indeed equal my right-hand side, therefore the statement is true, because 20 equals 20. Next one, again, similar process, 3 times 2 actually gives me my answer of 6, and 5 plus 1 gives me my answer of 6. Compare my left-hand side to my right-hand side. So I've got 6 and 6, and again, they do equal, so my statement is true. Next one, again, same process every single time. So 100 minus 90 gives me an answer of 10 for my left-hand side. For my right-hand side, I have 2 times 5, which gives me an answer of 10. So now comparing my left-hand side to my right-hand side, I've got 10 and 10, they are equal. Therefore, because our left-hand side equals my right-hand side, my statements are true. So my statement is true. So when you're looking at these for your answers in particular, you're looking for, in the end, it may just say the words true or false. Okay, going on for number 5, I have 30 multiplied by 2, which gives me my answer for my left-hand side of 60, and then I have my right-hand side of 32. So comparing my left-hand side with my right-hand side, I have 60 versus 32. Those two are not equal, therefore, so I can write my statement is false. So again, if they are not equal, my statement will be false. Next one, I've got 2, then I've got multiplied by 3 minus 1. So do the brackets first. So 2 multiplied by 2 gives me my answer of 4, and my right-hand side is 4. Compare my left-hand side to my right-hand side. Compare left-hand side to my right-hand side. So I've got 4. Does indeed equal 4, so for this one, my statement will be true. Last couple of ones here. So my left-hand side is just the number 2. My right-hand side is a bit longer, so I've got 17 minus 14 minus 1. So 17 minus 14 gives me an answer of 3. So 3 minus 1 gives me an answer of 2. Again, left-hand side comparing to your right-hand side. My left-hand side, left-hand side was 2, right-hand side is 2. Those two are equal, therefore our statement is true. Last one for this particular question. So my left-hand side has 2 multiplied by 3 multiplied by 4. So 2 times 3 is 6, 6 times 4 is 24. So my left-hand side equals 24, and my right-hand side here is 2 plus 3 plus 4, which gives me my answer of, so 2 plus 3 is 5, plus 4 is 9. So again, Some of these you're probably like, oh yeah, it so doesn't add up, but it's good to go through the process. So I had my answer here of 24 for my left-hand side and my answer of 9 for my right-hand side. So those are not equal, therefore my statement is false. On to question number 6. So again, similar thing. The only thing this time, we have a particular value to actually substitute in where we have the pronumeral or the letter X. Same process. So let's substitute it in. So I've got 5. So for my left-hand side, which again, remember is here. So I've got 5 plus my X. Then I substitute it in, so 5 plus 3, which gives me my answer of 8. My right-hand side is 7. Let's compare now my left-hand side to my right-hand side. So my left-hand side was 8 and my right-hand side was 7. Those two are not equal, therefore this statement is false. So that means that X equals 3 is not a solution for this particular statement. So, for this particular equation. On to this next one. Again, we have our value of X equaling 3. Just going to write it up here so we remember. So let's write out our left-hand side. So I've got 13 minus X. So I've got 13 minus our 3, which gives me my answer of 10. And then my right-hand side is 10 plus X, so I end up with 13. Let's now compare our left-hand side to our right-hand side. So our left-hand side was equaling to 10, and our right-hand side equals to 13. Those two are not equal, therefore my statement is false. On to our next question. So, question number 7, moving along. Again, similar thing. I have a particular value for a pronumeral and I'm putting it into each of the statements. So, first one, my left-hand side is 5b plus 2. Then I substitute it in, so 5 multiplied by 4 plus 2. So 5 by 4 is 20, so 20 plus 2 is 22. So that's my left-hand side, and my right-hand side is 22. Looking good here. So just double check, following the process. We've got left-hand side is 22, right-hand side is 22. Therefore, they are equal. Therefore, the statement is true. So the equations. Next one. We want to do the exact same again. Remember, our value for b in this case is actually 4. So again, my left-hand side, 12 minus 3b. I write it down first, then I substitute in. So 12 minus 3 multiplied by 4. So that's 12 minus 12, which actually equals 0. So my left-hand side overall equals 0. And my right-hand side is 5 minus b. Substituted in, 5 minus 4 gives me my answer of 1. That's not looking very good, is it? So my left-hand side was 0. My right-hand side was 1. Those two are not equal, therefore this is false. Because b equals 4 is not a solution for this particular equation. Question number 8. Again, next thing. Again, you're focusing on whether it's true or false, but you are substituting in two values now for two different pronumerals. So just keep track. Again, write your statements out as we have before. So my left-hand side is a plus b. Let's substitute in now. So my a is 10 and my b is 7 to give me an answer for my left-hand side is 17. My right-hand side is also 17. So if I compare my left-hand side, 17, compared to my right-hand side of 17, those two are equal, so therefore those two values that we are given here are true solutions. So these values for these equations are true. Next one, let's go through. Again, similar process every single time. Our value for a, so first side I've got a multiplied by a minus b. and my right hand side was 30. So my value for A is 10 and B is 7. So 10 multiplied by 10 minus 7. So 10 multiplied by 3, which gives me my answer of 30. Now I compare my left-hand side to my right-hand side and see if they are equal. 30 does indeed equal 30, so that will be true. Next one. Again, just substituting it in after we've written it in first. So I've got B multiplied by B, and my value for B was 7. So 7 multiplied by 7 gives me 49 overall. And my right-hand side is 59 minus A. My value for A was 10. So 59 minus 10. And again, don't skip corners by just jumping. 59 minus 10 gives me my answer of 49. Oh, we're looking good. So left-hand side compared to our right-hand side. Left-hand side is 49. Right-hand side is 49. Those two are equal. Therefore, it is true. Next one. So again, let's write it out. 3A, and our value for A was 10. So I end up with my left-hand side equaling 30. And my right-hand side is 5B minus 5. I substitute in my value for B, which I believe was 7. Yes. So 5 times 7 minus 5. So 5 times 7 is 35 minus 5 gives me 30. And again, compare left-hand side to right-hand side. The reason we actually do this kind of in this systematic way is because you want to be able to actually show your proof, show your working out, show that you know what you're talking about. And if we have a process, it's a lot easier. So that one was true. Last one for this set, and again, A is 10, B is 7. Let's put it in. So left-hand side is 21 minus A. So A is equal to 10. So 21 minus 10 gives me my answer of 11. And my right-hand side was B, which is equal to 7. So again, compare your left-hand side to your right-hand side. So my left-hand side was 11, and my right-hand side was 7. Those two are not equal, therefore this statement is false. Okay, nearly done. Couple more questions. Question number 9, write equations for each of the following. So now we're focusing on the words, the letters, the pronumerals, and also numbers. So what I've done already, as you can see here, is I've gone through and circled any of my numbers. I've also highlighted as well any of my pronumerals and anything else that I can kind of see, oh, that's a little bit of a giveaway. So I've got here the sum. Sum means I am adding. The sum of this 3 and x is equal to. So that word is equal, that statement is equal to actually means the equal sign. So I can now write my answer of 3 plus x equaling 10 for this particular one. Let's move on to the next. So again, I've got my sum. Sum is really important. It means I am adding. So I'm adding A plus B. And it says that it is. Is, remember, means that it equals 22. Not asking you to solve it. We're just coming up with what that equation looks like. Next one, I have the product. Product means I am multiplying. So I have the product of 8 and x. So 8 multiplied by x is, again, that means equals. So 8 multiplied by x equals 56. So let's write it out nicer. So 8x equals 56. Next one, 1/4. 1/4, we can rewrite something as a number. Do it. So 1/4 of t. This word of actually means multiply. So I end up with 1/4 multiplied by my t. And again, is gives me my equal sign, equals 12. If I want to write it a bit nicer, I could write 1/4 t equals to 12, or you could also write it as t over 4 equals to 12. Okay, question number 10, and then we are done. So write the true equations for each of these problems And again, we're not focusing on solving them. First thing I've done is I've just highlighted any particular numbers and letters which I think might be important. So first of all, I've got some chairs, and I don't know how much they cost. They cost some amount of money, I don't know. Okay, so they cost, we're going to give it a pronumeral of the letter C. So 6 chairs, which is what this says, 6 chairs, is equal to 546. Simple as that. Not asking for too much, but you've got to break it down and see what it's asking you to do. Next one, we have our pens and we have our pencils. So this is going to be my pen, this is going to be my pencil. Of course they look like those. So my pens cost $A and my pencils cost B. So I don't know how much they cost. Their price tags, we don't particularly know, but we know how much things cost overall. Again, if you have a word that you can turn into a number or an operation, do it. So I've got the number 12 here. So I've got 12 pens. So my pens were A, and I've got 3 pencils. So my pencils are B. They cost a total of 28. So I can actually write that as 12 pens, plus, when I add them together, 3 pencils. So 12 pens, 3 pencils, gives me a total cost of $28. Next one, and we are done. So Andrew's age is letter J, so let's put J down here. Haley's age is M. When, let's look at the next bit of information, in 10 years' time. So if I'm going in 10 years' time, that means that I'm adding on. Okay, so I can add on 10. It says in 10 years' time, their combined age. So that word combined means that I am actually adding those two together. So when I add those two together and in 10 years' time, so adding that 10, I get my answer of 80. And we are done.